So one of my friends did actually send me some suggestions about what we should talk about. Um, to be honest, I mean, hers was a little specific. She wanted me to talk about, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement and also like the cage kids in Mexico or in internment camps or whatever. But and while those things matter, there's another thing happening that I'm personally having to deal with. Uh, you know, I just got married back in January to a Colombian citizen who, let me just say, he gets shafted because, he's not registered. He can't get a decent paying job. And the ones does, he has to do it under the table, blah, blah, blah. Well, so now that COVID-19 has ruined our country, ruined our world, really, during this, I don't technically have any, like, rights as a husband, he doesn't have any rights as a citizen of the United States. And that, because Trump extended the limit on green card, or ban on green card acceptance through the end of the year. So I can't even do anything until the end of the year. And, I've had a rough year. I'll tell you that. And it has caused me to be in a situation where I can't even think of what I wanted to say, but I will say I need to get through this, but I can't even start. I want to get an apartment with my boyfriend. There are some, legal stuff, or like taxes, that I can't even claim to be married, so it makes me wonder, I've said this before, and I obviously kicked myself saying it later, but, I don't think Donald Trump, I hope Donald Trump does not have a chance at a second win. Disagree with me. I don't care. But I have to hope that. I have to hope that to keep my sanity. Because if he's elected again, I mean, look at all he's doing, even in this last 2 weeks. I can pick out like 3 articles that show what he's done. I remember when he first put the block on green cards a couple of months ago, and then there was more discussion about it. I remember on CNN. Then finally, I saw an article stating that he's extended that to the end of the year. And he deserves to not have to worry about how he's going to get medical help, or he deserves to know where he belongs. That's something I never really got the chance to do until recently. I belong with him. And when I met him, I was just coming out of the worst mess, And I had just started therapy, and I told my therapist, I used to I tell everybody everything about myself in the first 5 minutes I know them, because then I can just know if they're going to judge me and like run off. But people really never ever took me seriously. So But a lot of the insane things that I have said about my life is incredibly true. But he deserves to be an American because he forced me, an American. He says to me all the time, "You're like the ultimate American because you do the fuck you want all the time, and you're very nice to everybody," which I have some friends who might disagree, but he's made me want to be better. He's made me want to, I've been living on government assistance for a couple of years because I was in bad shape. I was in bad health, really bad health. My boss at one of my last jobs had to, they refused. I wound up downstairs in the bathroom with the chills, and they gave me a blanket, and they would not call an ambulance for me. However, my boss sat in a taxi with me and took me to the nearest hospital. And they didn't even care. Nobody came to see me in the hospital. I need my husband to be able to come see me in the hospital, and I know he can now. It just hurts me that, he's puts on a brave front, but it hurts me when I hear people say things like he doesn't have certain rights as a immigrant. But let me tell you, him as a husband, you can't find a husband like him from the American pool. He's the most supportive freaking person. We just go together. So let this be over already, I want a big dog. I have a lot of extra energy. I hate exercising, so God knows I'm not going to go get on a treadmill anytime soon, especially because the gyms are still closed for obvious reasons. But if I had a big puppy to play with, I'm sure it would expel a bunch of energy and probably lose some weight. But yeah, I'm just having a really hard time with immigration stuff.